When you do not know how to read your tape accurately, a lot of things can actually go on when you're making a dress or making an outfit for yourself or for someone else, or even taking a body measurement as well. So guys, welcome to another video where I'll walk you through hand in hand on how to read your tape very well and read them correctly without making any mistakes. Now, let's dive into it. To it. So this is what your tape actually looks like. Okay, sorry, pardon me. This tape has gone through thick and thin with me, hence it's having all these marks on it. But this is actually what your tape looks like. It comes in inches, and this is as long as 60 inches. Some tapes come in 100 inches, and yeah, or some slightly above 60 inches. But mine here, I have the 60 inches long tape, and your tape comes in two measurements. It comes in inches and it also comes in centimeters. So these both parts is what we call the inches, and then this part is what we call the cms, okay, or the centimeters. All right. And with that being said, for the sake of this video, I'll be showing you how to read your tape in inches, okay, because that is what we normally work with as fashion designers. Okay, hope you can see this clearly. So this is it, your inches part, and this tiny part is the centimeters. Okay, and now for the course of this video, I'll be using this tape. Okay, of making use of this tape. So your tape comes in like this. It has this metal at the both ends, okay, both here and here. But for me to show you how to accurately read your tape, I need to take this off and walk you through on how to do that. So let's take this aside. So now when you look at your tape clearly, this is what it looks like. You have the long lines, the short ones, and this long one at the middle, and also the short ones here. Okay, so now just know that this line is your zero. So from 0 to 1 we have 8 lines. Okay, from this 0 to here is 8 lines. From here to here is another 8 lines. Now let me show you. This is 0, this is 1, okay, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, 7, and 8. So from 0 to 1 is 8 lines. From 1 to 2 is another 8 lines. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So in between two whole numbers, we have 8 lines. Okay, in between any two whole numbers, we have 8 lines. What I mean by two whole numbers is these both numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so at the middle of any whole number is your fourth line, which is this. All right, so now for you to understand this properly, I will set this aside and then bring in this tape measurement that I drew on this paper. So when you look at it closely, when you look at it, you see that it is the same thing. This here is the 0, which is this line is this is this is that, and this is that. Okay, everything is the same thing. All right, so now let me walk you through on how to read your tape very well. Okay, so here this is 0 already, so this can be called 1 over 8. That is 1 over 8 of 1 inch, and this is 2 over 8 of an inch. This is 3 over 8 of an inch. This is 4 over 8 of an inch. This is 5 over 8 of an inch, 6 over 8 of an inch, 7 over 8 of an inch, and 8 over 8 of an inch. Okay, so now we cannot leave these numbers as it is. We need to locate the ones that can be divided further. All right, because anyone that can go further in division need to bring them to the lowest fraction. Okay, so 1 over 8 can no longer be divided, so we still leave this as 1 over 8. All right, now this is 2 over 8. This 2 over 8 can equally be divided and taken down to the lowest fraction. So this is 2 divide 2 is 1, and 2 divide 8 gives you 4. So this goes down to 1 over 4. All right, now 3 over 8 cannot be divided, so we still leave this at 3 over 8. All right, now this is 4 over 8, which can actually still be divided. 4 can divide itself, and 4 can actually divide 8. So when 4 divides itself, it gives you 1. 4 divides 8 gives you 2. So this goes down to 1 over 2. Right? And now 5 over 8 cannot be divided. It still stays at 5 over 8. Right? 6 over 8 can actually be taken down to the lowest fraction using a number that can divide both of them. So what number can divide 6 and also divide 8? So 2 can divide 6, which is 3, and 2 can divide 8, which is 4. So this goes down to 3 over 4. Right? Now 7 over 8, no number can divide 7 to make it an even number. 7 is an odd number, 8 is an even number. So this still remains at 7 over 8. Now 8 over 8, very simple. 8 can divide itself, 1, this one, so making it a whole number. Okay, so now that we have this, let me now take it down here. So this still remains 0. This still remains, this is 1 over 8. Now this is 1 over 4, 1/4. This is 3 over 8. This is 1 over 2, which is half. Now this is 5 over 8. This is 3 over 4. And this is 7 over 8. Now this is the whole number. So when someone tells you divide some, when you're taking a measurement and you see something like 1.5 or half of an inch, okay, that is this. 3/4 of an inch, that is this. 1/4 of an inch, that is this. Okay, now let's locate these numbers on our tape right here. All right, let's locate them on our tape here. Okay, now this one is 0, which is this. So this is 1 over 8, which is this. This is 1 over 4, which is this. 3 over 8 is this. 1 over 2 is this. Now 5 over 8 is this. 3 over 4, 7 over 8, and one whole number. All right, so when you're taking a measurement or when you're watching a video tutorial and you see things like 3.5, this is 3 and this is half. So you're going to measure it at 3.5, which is this. When you see things like 10.5, this is 10 and this is half. Okay, 10.25, this is 10 and this is quarter. Okay, 10.75, this is 10 and this is 10.75. All right, hope you're getting this. So now that we have that, let's locate the higher numbers. All right, now for the higher numbers, this is 30, 30.5. Okay, 30.25, 30.75. All right, now there are some people that are some measurements that you see them and they come out in decimal points. All right, so let me show you that right now. So this 1 over 8 can actually be called 0.125. Okay, now 1 over 4 can also be called 0.25. All right, okay, and 3 over 8 can also be called 0.375. 1 over 2 is 0.5. Okay, now 5 over 8, okay, can be called 0.625, right? And this is 3 and quarter. 3 and quarter can be called 0.75, all right? And now the last number, which is 7.8. 7.8 can be called 0.875, and this is your whole number, which is 1. All right. So when you see things like 2.75, you know where to find it. When you see things like 1.75, you know where to find it. Okay. Or you see things like 0.5, that is the half of that number. This is a whole number. So when you see like 1.5, this is your 1.5, 2.5, this is 2.5, 3.5, this is 3.5, which is half of that. Okay, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense to you, but I'm hoping that it does. Okay, so this is actually how to read your tape and read them accurately without making any mistakes. All right, so now let's go again in reading them in fraction. All right, so this is 0, this is 0, this is 1 over 8, this is 1 over 4, this is 3 over 8, this is 1 over 2, this is 5 over 8, this is 3 over 4, this is 7 over 8, and this is your whole number. Do not forget how we got to these lowest fractions. We started by getting them here, then dividing them down to the lowest fraction, and now got these actual numbers right here. Okay, so when you, like I said before, when you hear things like 5.5, this is it. 5.75, this is it right here. Okay, 10.5, this is 10.5. All right, and when you hear things like 10.25, this is it. 10.75, this is it. Okay, so this will actually help you as a beginner or as someone who is already in the fashion business, and you're trying to see a tutorial, someone is trying to teach you something, and the person, switches over to the decimal point or uses the fraction. You now know where to locate your numbers. Reading your tape is actually very easy when you follow everything I just showed you now and then master them. You know how and where to locate your numbers on your measuring tape. Okay, so this is it. Very simple and very easy. Hope you learned something from this video and hope you actually enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and share. And do not forget to subscribe. All right, and until next time, stay creative and do not forget that I love you. Bye.